Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a Silver Zen. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, see what sort of promos, special events we have going on. All of that good stuff.
Young punks, get off my lawn.
Hey Carolina.
5, 4, 3,
You are in fact first to comment.
1. Attackers incoming.
Free charging a right click because the wall's in the way, sure. Okay, so obviously, you know, we sort of hit the door, whatever. Maybe we wanted to do that, sure, whatever. We're going to shoot at our Reaper. We don't need to shoot at our Reaper. Maybe you're thinking you want to Harmony Orb him. I don't care that much to Harmony Orb him. Your Harmony Orb is already out. It's in a reasonable place. No need to move it. You can be shooting instead over at those guys over here. Hey, Daniel. Over at those guys over there. No reason to be shooting at your Reaper. No, you wanted to move your orb to your monkey for some reason. And then you moved your orb again to your soldier. So you don't want to just move your orb willy-nilly. There's sort of a priority to your orb. Yeah, you can orb people that need healing. That's reasonable. But what we're really looking for is we're really looking to orb people that are more flanky, more aggressive positions. We want to enable aggression with our orb. We want to, you know, disable enemies that are coming in. That's cool to do. But we want to enable aggression with our Harmony Orb. So like, oh, Winston is getting aggressive. He can have an orb. Hammond, unsurprisingly, that's where your Harmony Orb started. That's a good place for it to have started. And unsurprisingly, he's the first person in and the first person who took damage. And we can sort of generally expect that. He's going to go in harder than most of our teammates are. He's going to go in harder than your soldier, harder than your Moira. So we'd like the orb to go there. Winston's another good choice. When he dives in, he's going to take damage. If he can be getting healed a little bit, it makes his staging a bit easier. It makes him able to actually have his armor still when he dives in. So it does help. And Reaper's not a terrible choice, but I'd pick both of these effectively true divers over Reaper most days. And I'd really actually prefer Hammond. He works best with it. It really does a lot for him. It's a little easier for your Moira to do healing of monkey than Hammond, for example. But that's okay. You moved it, and you just sort of, I think you felt like, oh, I should move it, I should move it, I should move it. Just because the option to move the Harmony Orb is on your screen doesn't mean you should do so. Yeah. So you got caught without your reload here. Not a big deal. Could you have hit a reload on your way up? Yeah, sure. Are we too worried about this? Not really.
A temporary
Is Moira doing Naruto running style? That's kind of what she does, yeah. Okay. So, I'm good with this. You go for this. You know they're here. I don't necessarily want you to scoot out here. I actually liked you a little more back here, because back here, you had the option to fight. You had the option to tuck behind this and start charging a right click. I liked what you had option-wise more back here than up here. So I don't really love that you wandered forward like this. Okay. Sure. Okay, I'd have liked to move that Harmony Orb to Hammond before he went in. Winston's great. Winston's great. Okay, so here you are. I can already see that we're going to have an issue with cover usage. So you're doing this. Cool. We like it. Your Harmony Orb's on Winston. Your Discord Orb's on Orisa. These are good places. I like this. Cool. We're going to break that. We move our Harmony Orb to Ball when it comes back. We like that. But why are you here? Like, you've just sort of done this, oh, I wandered over here, now I've wandered back over here. Like, why are you here? Is this really better than being here? And you know the answer is no. You know that you being right here is just strictly better. You have the option to back up a step, step to the right a step, float to the right a step for cover. You have the option to, oh, you take a little damage, you don't like it, start charging a right click behind cover, then peek and throw your right click after you've charged it. Like, you have better options, you have better safety, and you're not really getting more offensive ability by being here versus being in the spot with cover. So this isn't really a right click that makes sense to charge.
Open your mind.
Fine. No reason to be charging a right click here. Even if this Sigma wasn't available for you to shoot at with left clicks, just shooting at this barrier with left clicks would have been fine. Even if no one on the enemy team could see you, you could still throw left clicks at this barrier right here, and that would be preferable. Now maybe you're manipulating ammo and you're trying to go, wait, no, I want to go into this because I'm low on ammo. Yeah, I think what you're trying to do is you're going, I only have one shot left, so what I want to do is I want to maximize my ammo by going, hey, I spent 19 ammo, and now I'm going to get to spend 5 more ammo. But you'll notice you then advanced during this charge, and now you're going into a reload. I wouldn't actually recommend getting all that obsessed with, no, I want to turn my last ammo into a right-click charge. On Zarya, we care about, hey, we have some ammo left, let's try and turn it into a right-click. We don't super care, but we care. On Zen, it's generally not worth it because you sort of like going, oh, and I'm going to be vulnerable after this. Like, it could be okay if this was truly you just lotterying stuff, like going, yep, I've charged it, I throw it, and then I'm going to basically go back here no matter what happens, and I'll have relative safety to reload. But, like, you just advanced with this, and now you're reloading sort of in the open. Yeah, you've got a Winston bubble, but these things are fragile. You don't have anywhere to go if the Winston bubble doesn't work. This isn't my favorite. Truth be told, for this whole attack, I'd have liked a little bit more, hey, can I peek over here, drop off a right click, maybe drift back, that sort of thing. But not a big deal. Why are we charging a right click again? We're doing this. We don't have a Harmony Orb out. I don't know why. We still don't have a Harmony Orb out.
Walk in harmony.
You can't charge. Tracer's in your face. You can't make this mistake.
Walk in harmony.
You hear Tracer. You see Tracer there. You have 20 shots. You don't have a Discord Orb on her yet, so that's a big problem, because now you can't put a Discord Orb up because you're charging your right click, and that's a no. Can't put up Discord while doing that. So now even if Soldier wants to turn and help you, he's not going to get the benefit of your Discord Orb. Like, ooh, that's not very good. You also didn't get a wall hack through your Discord Orb on Tracer. So even if you back up a little bit while charging this right click and line of sight with this, you won't have the wall hacks to let you help you aim on this Tracer, who's then going to come around and try to finish you, or then going to try to wait out your right click. Either way, we really wanted this before we started charging a right click. We also didn't really want to charge a right click. We don't have any cover to use. If we had cover that we were using, maybe we start charging a right click. But this Tracer just showed up. It's going to be hard to hit someone. It's relatively hard to hit someone with a right click that's paying attention to you like this. Much easier to go, hey, let's get the left click value. And also you do more total damage per second with your left clicks, which we want that against this Tracer. That ball just did not care about the Tracer on his Zen. Yeah, happens. He did, but the reaction was slow. Okay. Hey, Adam. And Toby as well. You weren't fast enough? Okay. Okay, Soldier helps out. Which is good, because you didn't turn at all, but hey. We don't need to walk onto point. Left to point is fine. Like, you're just not getting anything by being here rather than here. Here is great. Here is grand. You're perfectly happy being here. You don't need to be out here. You really don't.
Enemy contact.
I've sent a VOD code for the in 2 hours. If that's still open, sure. 1 hour, 2 hour, yeah. So at 2 p.m. Pacific, no problem. Okay. Okay, this is fine. You're charging it when no one's there. You opened the angle early here. It's not a huge deal, but let's try and get in the habit early in your play career. First off, there's a Mei to the right there that you can send this off. But here you are. Let's throw this. Like, if we're ready to throw this, great, but there's no more aiming to be done. So let's throw this. Pulled up the menu there, and I didn't mean to. But you see, you just sort of waited to throw that there. Like, you already had 5 orbs. The angle's open. We don't want that angle open. how we're going to aim down unless we're firing, and we're not going to change how we fire down that angle because there's nothing to change in how we fire down this angle. Like, this angle is what this is. There's not other places we can really put our orb, like, oh, let me aim it further to the left, further to the right. No. Like, that is the entirety of the angle. Once you've opened it, send the orbs. Oh, but why are you guys here? Weren't you guys 6-stacking? Like, how'd that go? I hope I didn't interrupt your 6-stack.
Get over here.
Okay. That's not where the tracer is.
There's no stopping.
Okay. Harmony. That's fine. It's on Wrecking Ball. I'll do. I can live with this. You have enough in front of you. I don't necessarily love holding this angle open. Like, yes, opponents are available to you, but it's such a narrow pathway. Like, I feel like the spam is so likely to come through and get you back here. I'd probably close it and charge right clicks. This isn't really wrong, though. Okay. Some of us really wanted to see the temporal review. Okay. You had to disband for dinners and things. That makes sense. Okay, so here you are. Your orbs are out. We like that. You have 4 orbs. Boom. Okay. Let's fire this. 4 orbs is enough for me. 4 orbs is plenty good enough for me. Let's fire this. No. Why are we charging 5 and now like gaming and now doing all that? No. Oh, there's a Mei? There's a target to be had? Cool. She's moving right. I want to flick your crosshair to, like, here and drag a little bit. And it might be drag a little bit and then stop, not keep dragging, because you might think she'll then pause or start to turn around or something like that. But, like, that's good with me. Let's do that. Do a quick flick ahead of her. Just a tiny bit ahead of her. And then drag right. That was way too far left. She did move left. She did step left there with her dodge, but that was way too far. Your orbs travel pretty fast, and she's not very far away. Good. You don't really need to keep this angle open while charging these, but I get what you're doing. Good. You double back there and decide I don't want to go in the open yet because you're still in lockout. Okay. Use the hay bales. Use the hay bales. Okay. Who's been pushing card in this match? It's not really right. It's not really right. It's your job, but okay.
Hello. My ultimate is almost ready.
You used this skin once and someone on the enemy team said you weren't allowed to use it? Oh, it wasn't good enough to be allowed to use it. That hurts, James. That hurts. Seems like a fun skin. Seems like a fun skin. I see why you would want to use it. Zentek. Okay, so there's your Winston. Who's your Harmony on Wrecking Ball? Great. Cool. You're sort of keeping that angle open, just holding it still. I don't love having the angle open before you're ready to fire when it comes to charging right click. Yeah. Sure. Breaking the barrier. Good job. I didn't love going into the right click here, and the reason you don't want to like I like these left clicks because you're trying to break their barrier, even if you don't have anything to hit. But now I'm super conscious that neither of your orbs are out. You don't have your Harmony or your Discord orb out, and your Discord orb being out is dependent on there being an enemy to put it on, but your Harmony orb being out is not dependent on that. Is this again you going for that you're low on ammo so you feel like you should charge a right click thing? I think you've built that as a habit. I don't know if I want to undo that because it looks like you've gone to the trouble of building that as a habit. Okay.
The payload has reached.
And it's not strictly wrong, it's just you get too aggressive when you do it. Like, it doesn't make sense. So sorry, before you charge a right click, please check to make sure that you have your Harmony Orb out, even if it's out on a full health hero.
My keen
But the thing
analytical
I get into with these, you're charging when you're out of ammo to get extra ammo issue, is I wouldn't mind those if you were playing way back here, just sort of peeking into a choke. Like, let's pretend you were on defense and it was the attacking team and you're just like, yep, charge and throw it off. That wouldn't really bother me. You'd get more total shots out. I can live with that. I don't like it so much when you are getting aggressive with these, because like if there's something out here, well, you've pushed pretty far forward to do this sort of thing, and now you have to do a reload while you've pushed forward. That, while you're like in your front line type thing. That I'm not such a fan of.
the payload has reached
No dive tanks or flankers. You clearly haven't met Dive May. She rose up her May wall like this with herself on top of it. She runs across the top of it, freezing everyone below her, and then she headshots Zen. Clearly you haven't met Dive May. No, okay. It's true, but like he's in front there, and he's in front here in the open. And now he's completed his reload, but if you're up here in the open and you haven't completed your reload, it doesn't matter if there's no divers, like they can still shoot you. The point is he doesn't have cover available for this. You sad Soldier isn't on the high ground with his old ready? Unlike the Overwatch 2 clip? Ah.
Pain
Did you meet the
is
main
an
tank then?
Excellent teacher.
Have you seen Fitzy here? The man makes May look more like a flanker than Tracer? Fair. Okay, so this is open a little early. Good. No, you have 4 when you open it. Okay, so you're just deciding that you need this much time to aim. I'd like to decrease the amount of time you feel like you need to aim for your right clicks, but I can also see you still do need some aim time for your right clicks based on like that May that we saw in second. So we're gonna probably want to work on right clicks a little, but there's some good damage. Okay, move your Harmony. Why did you walk at this? I know this Sigma looks weak. I do. Oh, Adam in Charge with a super chat for 199 says, I want to learn Monkey and play Dive. Teach me. Okay, I'm happy to teach you how to play Monkey and Dive. They're fantastic. They're a lot of fun. I don't know that I'm going to do that in the middle of this VOD, but I'm happy to do that in general. Okay, so here we are. We throw this out. Like the very basics of Monkey obviously are going to be, hey, you find ways to get in, you find ways to zap people. If you can eliminate them, great. If you can't, you've put them under pressure for other people to eliminate them, and then you jump out. If you want to play Dive in a more organized manner, you can do a little bit more of the you dive, the Tracer dives, the Genji dives type thing. But if you're just learning it on ladder, your solution is usually going to be work your way up the flanks, work your way up through the high ground, that sort of thing, then drop under the team, then sneak up on the team as the stealthy 1,000-pound gorilla, zap them, use your bubble if you have to continue zapping, and then jump out before you've taken that much damage because you didn't use your jump. That would be the basics of Monkey, and then you're creating situations where someone can go in and take advantage of it and eliminate them. That's about as much as I'm willing to go into for a $2 super chat in the middle of a Zen VOD, though. I'll go into it. I'll happily go more into how to play Monkey Dive with you, etc. in the future, though. You can't beat them, so you want to join them? Okay. I mean, you can. You walk into his bubble and sleep him. Or you make your Brig do it. Okay, so you're in the open here. I don't love it. Now you have a cart. Why are we in front of our cart? So the thing about Zen, I don't know why I do know why you're getting pulled in closer. It feels easier to aim. But you're using a projectile, and a pretty fast-moving projectile. Infinite range. Infinite range. You don't have to worry about fall off. You don't have to worry about, oh, they're too far away, so my McCree weapon will turn into a pea shooter because they're too far away. Nope. Infinite range. So, let's play back here where we have cover. Let's play behind the cart where we have cover. If we really want to do get aggressive, we'd get aggressive with an angle to surprise people, to compromise cover, but that's mostly not what we're going to do. Mostly we're going to go, I have cover. I have cover. I can push cart. There's a reason you should be pushing cart and not Moira and Soldier. And yeah, you are counting as pushing cart right now, but you should have the cart available to line of sight with. Yes, I know you have a Winston bubble for now. And call you stupid and tell you you're a loser? I wouldn't do that, Adam. I might. But what if the Diva and the Tracer dive me all together? Why were you positioned in a place where they could do that before your team was able to do significant work to the other team? Why were you, how do I want to put this? Why did you not put pressure on the Tracer before she got halfway across the map to make her spend some extra blinks? Why did you not put a little extra pressure on the Monkey to take away his armor before he came in so we got scared of diving? Because then if you'd gotten any peel, he'd just get deleted, which he doesn't like. All these things. They got to me and called me a nerd temporal? I see, Adam. I see. Was that before or after the coach that you're a super fan of only got second place?
There is chaos within you.
Was your idol unable to protect you? Why didn't I protect you? Oh, I was supposed to protect you now. I see. I did protect you, Adam. I told you how to fend for yourself. I didn't give you a fish. I, taught you how to fish. And the way how to fish is go, hey, I'll put pressure on Tracer before she gets from over here over to here. Once she's here, it's too late. Oh, Winston's over there? Great. Let me just hit him with a quick shot. A second shot. Great. Now he's uncomfortable and he has to go find health packs or he has to wait to get healed up before he can work his way up the staging. Oh, I see he's worked his way up the staging and I haven't been able to put pressure on him? Great. Let me go ahead and adjust my positioning, change where I am so that I now have people between me and the Winston again. Or so that the Winston and the Tracer can't get around me again. Like, oh, the Tracer's coming through there, the Winston's coming through there. Let me just change where I am real quick. And now those are on a much narrower angle, and it's a much worse dive. It would be Winston from here and Tracer from here, and that's a much less threatening dive. Okay, back towards that. Memes aside, handling dive much better in your games? Excellent, excellent. Where was legit RC to save you? There you go. Okay. I'm okay with this. This is not amazing, but you guys are cleaning up, so we'll take it. The Bastion was definitely the priority for that right click. Definitely. He was both easier to hit and he's way too dangerous. And I don't care that Mercy's healing him. Balls realized he's the priority. I don't care that you can't see him because Ball's in the way. You still know he's there.
Experience tranquility.
And this Transcendence is cool, but the Transcendence isn't going to let you take out the Bastion. They needed your actual help to do that.
Tactical visor.
Okay, generally with our Transcendences, we want to end a little bit further back with a little bit more safety. We go into the fight or we're in the fight, maybe you're playing more aggressively in the first place because you know you have Transcendence. That can be acceptable if you don't have something that you need to hold trans for anyways. But you still want to use that last half second of your Transcendence to get into a place that is maybe a little more safety than this. I know, you guys are trying to stuff their spawn. I know. But you haven't fully suppressed this team. Now you've basically suppressed this team. Good? Okay. It was temporal on a Smurf account? Maybe.
To 3. Switching sides.
Yito was asked in his recent Unranked to GM what 15-second summary of how to play Monkey was. He said it was to zap rotations, noted it was not to dive the backline most of the time because ranked is Pepega. Yeah, no, that's about right. I mean, you'll notice my first thing wasn't, go in for organized dives where you jump in and your Tracer goes in. No, it's sneak up the side and zap them. Now, he's focusing on zapping their rotations, and that's a good thing to point out. My focus would more be sneak around and create openings that maybe your team will happen to follow up on, or you could wait for them to start to push, and you could call that the rotation, or you could call that the push, and go, hey, you're zapping them in the back, zapping them in the side, as they were walking towards your team, which is probably when your team wanted to shoot them anyways.
Ready for battle.
Hello.
Shooting an Orb Bastion is the most enjoyable thing to do as Zen. He doesn't move, and he's such a big hitbox.
5.
It's easy mode.
4. 3,
I could see why that would be enjoyable.
1.
Okay, so Reinhardt, I can live with that.
Defend objective A.
Unfortunate. Whoa, now. Fall back. I'm really hesitant to go into a right click after the fight has in any way started without a Discord orb being out. Like, if you're just going for your lotteries picks, sorry, when I say lotteries, I basically mean this, like, how do I want to put this? Let's say you're back here and the enemies haven't walked through yet, but you know at some point they're going to walk through, so you're going for just right clicks that maybe they'll walk into. You're not even aiming at a person, you're aiming at a place that they might show up in, a choke, that sort of thing. Those are lottery picks, those make sense. You have your Harmony Orb out, sure, but you can't really have your Discord Orb out. In this type of situation, the fight has started, and you're going into a right click without either of your orbs being out. And you might feel like, no, Temporal, this fight hasn't really started. The enemies are so far away. I mean, are they though? Are they really? Like, you're down to 10 health. I'd say this fight is pretty started. So I don't really want to charge a right click. Maybe in this particular case you do, but I wouldn't until this Discord orb is out. And the reason you might in this particular case is you might be going, no, I am not willing to peek someone to get a Discord orb out, so I'm going to charge right click instead. But if that was the case, you needed to delay the right click charge so that you actually had more time for your health regen to kick in. Okay, Harmony Orb. Okay, you see a fair rocket to your right, you know there's a ball to your left, just wait. Just wait. Cool, you're reloading anyways? Oh, there's a Mercy right there? Why are we right-clicking? Discord the Mercy. Remember, it's 25 damage for anyone on your team. You're taking away 25 damage for anyone on your team that shoots at a target. You can't be affording to go, oh, my team is denied the value of my Discord Orb for all of this time. You're denying your team the Discord Orb for that long. You're not using it greedily to protect yourself or something, so like Team Tough Luck. You're just saying, no, you guys can't have it. It's more important that I charge up a right click. No, it's not. You don't hit like 9 out of 10 of your right clicks or anything like that. If you did, maybe we could talk, but you don't, and guess what? Neither does anyone else. So get your Discord orb out there before charging the next one, unless you're in a pre-fight situation where you're spamming a choke that they might walk into. In those situations, yeah, you sent out a right click, no one walked through it, start charging up the next right click to do the same thing. But once there's actually enemies that have been on and off your screen, they'll be on your screen again pretty soon. Don't start charging a right click, because sure enough, they're going to show up on your screen before you could have spent that right click. What's the best situation to use right click versus left click? Left click is most often used. So right click is good for spamming chokes. Right click is also good for situations where the opponents have used some sort of defensive cooldown, maybe a Zarya bubble, maybe a deflect, something like that, and you're going, hey, I'm going to maybe a fortify, something like that, and you're going, I'm investing time. Or you're in a duel and you tucked behind cover. Like say you're dueling a Tracer, you tucked behind cover, so you start charging your right click. They can also be useful when you're rotating between positions, right? So like maybe you're here, you were left clicking, you want to get cheeky, so you start charging a right click as you're rotating to send a charged right click through here. And then you start charging your right click as you go back, and then you send your right click through here. They're a good way to, save time, sort of save power while moving. They're a good way to save power while you're not willing to peek because it's too dangerous, because, hey, you've been getting, like, say you're in a battle with another sniper, or not even you're in a battle with another sniper, but there's a sniper battle of sorts going on, and you're like, oh, hey, I want to limit how often I'm peeking. If you're in situations where you really need to limit how often you're peeking, situations where you're moving, situations where the opponents have some sort of defensive that you're just waiting to get past, like a Maya block, those are all good times to charge right clicks. Or when the opponents aren't there yet and you're spamming a choke. Makes a lot of sense. Your left clicks are better if you're not being shot at, you're not particularly threatened, your left clicks are more damage, you can move your orbs around while left clicking much more easily. You can't move your Harmony or Discord orb around while right clicking. So those are the situations, your default is left click and you go to right click when you have a good excuse to do so. Okay. Right click sometimes feels like fire strike. Okay. Nerdstrom, say hi. Is it worth poking their spawn at the beginning of the round since it means you won't be positioned on the high ground of Cafe? If your team's set up for it, it can still be worth. You can get a pick off. You can get a pick off. You can rotate yourself back to high ground of Cafe. I probably wouldn't do it in like a real match, but like in a real match, you shouldn't get the pick off. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to be up there for the pick off. Is it probably like this is pretty good cafe spot right here. Yeah, we like the high ground, but this is a pretty good cafe spot too. And you can rotate back to here pretty easily without missing out on much, even if you went with the opening right click here. So yeah, I can live with it. Hello, just joined. I'll watch the whole vid a bit later. How was I in this match? I mean, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. We're talking about your right clicks versus left clicks and this sad right click that's being charged without a Discord orb out, but that's okay. Okay. I don't know why you're shooting at the roof there. I don't want to go forward. I don't want to go forward. You can't make me. You can't make me. I don't want to be here. Why? Why? Why are you opening this angle? Oh boy, too aggressive. Why are you charging a right click? No, no. Can we please go left? Like, I can call this out more, but there, we got our Harmony Orb off. I'm not really convinced we should be right-clicking right now. Sure enough, there's an opponent, but hey, we got the 4, so that works out. We Discord, we continue backing, No, no, no. At the very least, we're playing here. We might think about an aggressive peek here, but at the very least, we're playing here, a little further to our right. We're not in the open, and we're really thinking hard about going back to Cafe. Okay. Cool, you tried to jump to get the Harmony. Cafe, Cafe, Cafe. You want your doorway, your doorway. This is fine. The reason that's fine, guys, is what you're actually doing here is you're generally trying to go, hey, fighting this ball. Ball hasn't hit many shots. This ball hasn't yet effectively reloaded. What you're actually worried about them doing is fireballing at this point, and by getting close to this ball, you're stopping this ball from being able to get enough momentum to fireball through you. So this doesn't terribly bother me, and I'd have been perfectly happy against a half-health ball at close range to go, well, now you can't get enough momentum, enough distance to fireball, to knock me off, any of that. Sure, we'll fight up here and I'll finish you. You did not need to leave this elevator.
This will heal you.
Interesting. You're now shooting at Deanna, but we're not moving the Discord. Interesting. I don't mind sending a right click here. I just probably have dragged it to the right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he doesn't have hook, it's true. I'm still not sure I want to be the front man for this. Why is our Discord so slow? Okay, you're reloading. You're good. You can Discord. Discord that ball. Discord. Discord that Harmony. Or Discord that Hammond. Okay. I don't walk into this.
I am under
like,
attack.
It's not up to you whether you live or get eliminated at this point. You go like that, and you're like, yeah, oh wait, there's a fair. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I don't need to push into this. I'm good. What? No. Like, you have no control over whether you live or get eliminated here. Why would you stand here? Why would you stand here? If those rockets had been boosted, you're gone. Okay. Yeah, like this is what happens when you open angles too far. Oh, that? Cool. You can send this and leave right now. Why are you drifting further right? Further right. You're trying now to drift left, but he's closer to the dumpster than you are, which means he's the one who actually controls whether this dumpster is any degree of cover, not you. You drifted way too far out for this.
Freeze! Don't move.
When Temporal says interesting, he means bad.
Pain is an
Uh-oh, they're
excellent
decoding my
teacher.
language, guys.
Justice reigns from above.
Okay. Are you trying to miss? If you're trying to miss, I'd swing this further left. If you're not trying to miss, you missed. Okay. I mean, if you're trying to miss, you'd awesomenessly just kick to cancel it so that there's no chance of accidentally deflecting orbs into your own face, but okay. The double kick. You don't need to walk into this. You really don't. Like, you have to understand Zen, you're really powerful. Having a Zen on your team is awesome. You provide your team a ton of value, especially through Discord Orb, somewhat through the damage that you do. But that Discord Orb goes away if you get eliminated, and you're also one of the most vulnerable heroes in Overwatch. So, like, you're playing hyper aggressive. You're like, yeah, let me fight up here. Let me shoot this way while this angle is open. Let me go run. My Zarya is plenty of protection. Like, it's not like Zen never ends up in the front line. Like, you will see Brig Zen comps, Brig Zen Zarya walk together onto something to fight another backline. Like, that happens. And you will see Zen maybe push forward at the very beginning of a match here and be even with his front line to throw out orbs, something like that. Like, those aren't necessarily wrong, but you have a real aggressive streak in you that Zen is gonna like most of the time, to hang further back, to have cover, to have these things. Like, I put my Discord Orb out, I apply pressure from here, I don't just get magnetized in, pulled towards the fight. Oh, how did I end up here? I didn't even notice. Like, I think you've got some of that going on. And it's probably your DPS background that is doing it, but remember, as a sport, you're going to play a little bit more in the backline here.
Darkness falls.
Okay? Sure. Re-Discord. Right. Sure.
60 seconds remaining.
Leave it, leave it, leave it. You can't chase the ball down. Yeah, you can't actually chase the ball down. You did what made sense, but now you're done.
My ultimate is charging.
Why? So here you are. You throw out that Harmony on the full health Mei. You're immediately going to move it correctly. You're going to immediately Discord. We do not go into right clicks. We do not go into right clicks when there are enemies on our screen and our Discord is back at home base. That's not something we do. This is what I was talking about of walking yourself into fights. You know there's a Reaper here. You know there's a Ball here. I've forgiven the walking in on Ball because walking in on Ball can actually contain his movement. I've forgiven that in general, but I think really what's happening is you're not thinking about that and you just have a habit of walking at enemies. We would like the opposite habit, to generally walk away from them. Are there times when in a flanker duel we break the habit and walk towards them? Absolutely. Were we force finishing the fight? You better believe there are. But like, this is a Reaper that you should have seen that just dropped and you were walking towards the ball, which brought you closer to the Reaper, which now means you lose. Thank you, Reinhardt. Trans. Okay.
Freeze! Don't move!
Cool. Okay. Trans is over. Where's your Discord? Where's your Discord? Where's your Discord before you go into this right click? Your team is crying right now. They're crying tears of lost damage. Discord? 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 Oh, there it is. Please tell me we're not walking after a hog. Right click charged or not, I don't believe in my ability to one-shot him. Like, hog... Zen's hitbox is basically a circle. This is basically Zen's hitbox. Like, hog is like, oh, perfect for left and right clicks. Like, you at optimal hog range for right clicks might as well get one shot. And like similar things for point blank left clicks. Like you are not happy playing into this. He is gonna make you very unhappy. You would have to use like 2 5 orbs to his face to take him out from full health. Obviously there's a health pack in here that he was gonna get. He also has breather. Like, you can't finish this fight. You just walked into a fight that if both of you play not out of your minds, but just right, standard, whatever, he wins this. Even if he doesn't have hook. Why are we chasing this? Yeah, even if he doesn't have hook, he wins this. Okay,
10
whatever.
seconds remaining.
Too aggressive. Too aggressive. Like, Hog wants to. Hog goes to pretty great lengths to go around your team to come find you. So don't bring yourself to him when you're both healthy.
Excellent teacher.
Your team is crying their eyes out and now they can't see because they have no eyes. What? What? 0 orbs? There are 0 orbs out. There are 0 orbs out. Adam in Charge, super chat for 199, says, oh my god, you're so poor. Here, buy a heater. Legit RC rich. Okay, okay. I will take that super chat. I will take that super chat. Thank you, Adam. Cool. So, we're not going to give our Mei a Harmony Orb. We're charging this right click for some reason. We do at least immediately go into the Discord here, though you can Discord faster. You can Discord while your right click is traveling through the air. You can, it doesn't hurt it. You can also Harmony Orb right here. Like, you can apply both of these orbs simultaneously. And you can definitely have both of these orbs applied before you get a damage orb out without really slowing yourself down.
Tactical visor activated.
Oh look, no orbs are out. We're spamming left clicks and no orbs are out.
Tactical visor.
Manual reload. So your team had to wait through the reload before any orbs went out. Now 1 orb goes out, and now the game ends.
Victory.
Okay, so there's some things to fix here. There are some things to fix. Zen, fun hero. I like Zen. You like Zen. Zen's a great hero. Cool, we like it. So what we're going to get into here is I want you to pull your Zen back. I want you to pull your Zen back. I want you to understand that Zen's general hangout spot is going to be behind the fight, kind of directly behind the fight. Like, he's here, his team is up here, he's happy. His team is up here, he's back here, he can live with it. His team is up here, he's back here, he can live with it. He's good with these situations. Oh, his team is fighting around here and he's hanging out up here. Cool, he likes that. He's not, oh, his team is here and he's also right here. Oh, a team fight is happening and he pushes into the middle of the team fight. That's not really his jam. He's not going for that. So we want to pull ourselves back a little bit as Zen. Is it going to decrease the damage you do a little bit? Yes, but it's going to increase your survivability quite a bit. And increasing your survivability is important and increases team damage done because you have more time that Discord Orb is out there by being alive for longer. And it really is that big of a deal. Like, Discord Orb is so good that Zen almost got used. Like, Zen, for a while in beta, I believe it was 150 HP hero that Widow could body shot to take down. And it was still almost worth using him for the value of his Discord Orb. Like, Discord Orb is really good. Really good. And yes, we're talking about a stronger Discord Orb than you have now. Now Discord Orb is 25% for most of Overwatch's life. It's been 30% increased damage done. But Discord Orb is really good, and you be playing a little more back so that you can not walk into hogs, for example, is generally a good idea. Can you walk forward and finish off a flanker that's fighting you? Can you be in here and go, oh no, even though this ball started to leave, I'm going to go back here and finish him if I can catch him? Yeah, that's not going to really be a problem. That's not really going to be some like, oh, it's terrible or anything of the sorts. But that's when you actually know, when you've confirmed that you have a meaningful advantage, and you're much more likely than not to finish them off. It's not just, oh, I walk into situations. Because remember, if you walk into dicey or dangerous situations, Reinhardt has a shield, might be able to get out. Soldier has sprint, might be able to get out. Moira has fade and an orb to heal herself with. Zarya has a bubble. You have 200 HP, a hitbox that makes it very easy to hit you. You don't have like Anna's bajanky tiny head hitbox or anything like that. You don't have any movement abilities, and you don't have any self-heal outside, hey, your shields will recover if you haven't taken damage for 3 seconds. That's not great. So we have to use our positioning and our mechanics. Our positioning, our ability to hit shots, and our movement to cause enemies to not hit us are basically our defenses. The positioning is probably the biggest one of those. So, like, I need you to pull back, get this positioning right. It's going to be in places like this, more behind the team fight. You want to be able to see lots of friends and enemies on your screen, because if you can see lots of friends and enemies on your screen, you can see when the enemies are taking flank routes up, but also you get the most target options to put your Harmony and Discord orbs onto. And we like that. We like being able to go, let me throw a Harmony over here. Let me throw a Discord over here. Let me throw a Harmony over here. Let me throw a Discord here. We like that. We would like to have most of the fight kind of on our screen, or at least have the option of having it on our screen, even if it's through walls. That's kind of what we like as Zen. So pull it back a little bit. The second thing I'm going to get to is going to stay on this Discord Orb train of Discord Orb is a huge amount of your value, and it's going to be really important when you're playing Zen that you go, hey, if you're going for those right clicks at chokes, those I just hope someone walks into this and gets picked off, totally fine. Do that. But if you're going for regular right clicks in the midst of battle, maybe you're going into a right click because you're a little scared. Maybe you're going into a right click because, hey, you feel like there's too much poke coming back, so you don't want to have the angle open the whole time, all that sort of thing. Before you go into a right click in the middle of battle, make sure your orbs are out, especially your Discord Orb. Your Discord Orb should be out before you go into a right click in the middle of battle. Your Harmony Orb should be out always. Like, anytime you hear your Harmony Orb come back, and you should train yourself to listen and to hear the sound of when one of your orbs returns to you. Anytime your Harmony Orb comes back, hot potato, get rid of this. Oh, you came back? No. You came back? No. We're getting rid of that. We're throwing that thing back away immediately. It burns our hands when we hold it. So we just get rid of it, give it to someone else. That's what we're looking to do with that. But Discord was where I was going with this. When you go into right clicks in battle, make sure your Discord Orb is out first. That's really where I'd want you to go. I'd want you to work on those two things, one thing at a time, with 5 to 15% of your brain power, really honing in on that. We certainly could go further into, hey, I'd like you to drag your right clicks a little bit better. They're a little too just straight on. I also would like you to use a little more left click and a little less right click than you're using in some of these battle situations. But I'm going to be honest, like fixing your positioning is going to do the most. It's going to do the most for helping you out here. And then if we can get you to really be good about keeping those orbs out, that's something that's not too hard to do. That's like shouldn't be something too challenging to implement, and that helps quite a bit as well. Like people underestimate how much value their Discord orb is getting just by being out. Even if it's not always like, oh, this person actually took an extra 2,000 damage over the course of the match because the Discord orb was out. Well, okay, maybe not, but it changes the opponent's movement. It's like being missing health, and better players will respect that it's like being missing health, and it'll cause them to play more passive. Just like if you hit Soldier twice and Soldier leaves and goes, okay, I'm going to wait, I'm going to go get a healing pack, I'm going to use a defensive cooldown, something along those lines, and that decreases the damage he now does to your team, that Discord Orb does a very, very similar thing. So have it out. You constantly want the enemy team debuffed like that. Okay, those are going to be the two things. Work on them one thing at a time, 5 to 15% of your brain power. Really try to lock them in there. If you or anyone else has questions, go ahead and throw them up in chat now. And if you are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you're looking to see these live, be able to be here, be able to pick a Contenders Coach brain, that sort of thing, you can go join the Discord in the description below. Become a watcher if you'd like. You can react down there, see, and then you'll get pings when we're going over this sort of thing. So you can be like, Silver Zen, that's interesting to me. Masters Diva, that's interesting to me. Gold Soldier, that's interesting to me. And you can choose to watch it. Or if those aren't interesting, oh, hey, a map guide. I want to be here for this. Or, oh, hey, we're doing a review for the Overwatch 2 that was played by the pros this weekend. Yeah, I want to see that. Or, oh, hey, we're doing a review of someone's Reinhardt guide. All that stuff. We got it in there. Okay, Norbs makes Temporal angry. Angry's a strong word, but yeah. You don't need to fix anything, this guy's bald. Why would you comment on Zen's hairline like that? Why would you do that? Zen's rocking the bald look. Why would you do that? How about not with clicky noises? Okay. Temporal looks like he got stung by a bee. Okay. Overwatch 2 clip was fun and all that good stuff. And you can also get coaching and see what rates and promos are available. You can also get those. James. It's like you've seen one or two of these videos before with the ad sponsored by me, I suppose. Okay. That is going to do it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call it there. I have another session that I'm going to be heading into, and that one will be off air, at least initially. It might get uploaded later, but I will see you guys in the future. Thanks. Temporal out.